Just days after millions in Iran protested the presidential elections last year, internet blogger Kianush says he became a wanted man by the Islamic Republic.
Obviously, it was terrifying. I knew if they found me, I would get more than a beating. I had heard about what happened to people who were in prison. I knew this time it wasn't a joke.
The 30-year-old who asked us not to show his face says he took these pictures of the protests and posted them on his blog. 9 days after the disputed vote, Kianush says his neighbor called and said security forces were at his door, asking where he was.
I was shocked and I didn't know what to do. It was the first time that I'd gone through something like that.
While the protests continued, Kianush says he spent 27 days hiding inside a friend's basement, then paid $500 to be smuggled across Iran's border. A final meeting with his parents was too dangerous, he says.
I didn't say goodbye. I turned my back and ran. I didn't want to see them. It would have been too painful. I just put my head down and prayed not to get shot with a bullet.
To protect his family, Kianush asked us not to reveal his location. Human rights groups say thousands of opposition supporters fled Iran after the disputed vote to escape a government campaign to intimidate and arrest journalists, activists, and artists.
It's very hard when you leave your country because you don't know if you'll ever go back.
These days, 31-year-old poet Mohsen writes about what he calls Iran's repressive regime while outside of his country. Whips and lashes, executions, threats by the leader have left my voice shaken, reads a line from Mohsen's latest poem. He too paid to be smuggled out, leaving his family behind.
Believe me when I say we cried together for 1 hour because we knew we may never see one another again.
Some analysts say each opposition supporter who leaves Iran is a win for the government. But Kianush and Mohsen, both now seeking asylum, say they'll keep speaking out against the regime in Tehran. Kianush with his blog, Mohsen with his lyrics.
We can't stay silent in the face of injustice. If we stay silent, then there's not much difference between us and animals. We have to protest.
It's important to understand there's always something you give and there's always something you gain.
What these two men gave up is their country. What they've gained, they say, is a movement for civil rights that won't go away anytime soon.